Hello, I'm Cal McFarlane and welcome back to the Westbay Curling Club in Budapest, Hungary. Now is the semi-finals of the Westbay Mixed Double Championships, part of the World Curling Tour. Quick turnaround for quarterfinals, and here we have Hungary 1 of Szekeres Ildikó and Nagy György against Russia 1 of Maria Komarova and Daniel Goryachev, coached by Vasily Gudin. And on our other semi-final we have Russia 2 of Anastasia Moskaleva and Alexander Eremen against Scotland of Judith and Lee McCleary. So here on our featured game we have Russia 1, who were the winners of last year's competition, and the Hungarian team were the third place in last year. Hungarian team here having just beaten Palanca Dorottya and Kishot, who came second in last year's competition. So here, the first stand, first couple of shots, very regular shots of just trying to get control of the forefoot here. First few shots always going to be very similar in these ends. Will be not until we get the power plays or a big change in the score until we have something else happening. So this Hungarian team will be representing Hungary at the World Mixed Double Championships at the end of April in Sweden. They have missed out on winning the Hungarian Championships the past few years, but managed to win it pretty convincingly this year. So that draw just coming up really short, comes to the guard, doesn't really even move it. So Russia here, talking about just peeling the guards. Russia with a hammer in the first end here, not wanting to play too aggressively, happy to just open it up here. So, takes the double, but leaves their own stone sitting around there, just off the center line. Wanted to roll away with that as well. But good to take both the yellow stones away. Hungary here just trying to draw another one in. Team came through first in their group, beating Latvia in their quarterfinal in a very close game. This Hungarian team were third in their group. So, should be a very interesting game. They're just replacing the guard there. Hungary sitting shot just now, and they're just covering it up. So, Daniel just looking to run back the guard here into their own blue. And moves that back yellow as well. It's looking very close to being good. An excellent shot there. Long run back. Takes away the shot stone. loses the backing as well, but it's no problem at all there. It sits 2. Great shot there. So, the way the Blues fell there is a straight double here on both of them, which Yuri is going to try and play. Does remove one of them. The other sticks around wide in the rings, but their yellow is pretty well behind the guard, just slightly coming out from it. Right. Looking just to come at a softer weight. This time, come around the guard and tap it back. Sit 2 again. Russia will hammer here. Really wanting to try and convert. Moldova scored. Throughout all their games so far, they definitely have managed to do that very well, and also very strong at forcing their opponents to have to take their ones. Nice shot to take it back. Sitting in front of the T-line. Hungary just looking to freeze on that stone and reduce the scoring area for Russia's last stone. Force them to come on the other hand than they've been playing as well. Can't afford this stone to hang wide, or Russia might just have an open hit for 3. But he makes a really nice freeze on the one in the 4-foot. Russia will just have a draw. It just needs to be not even fully in 4-foot to get their 2 here. Good start from them. Today it's definitely a quick turnaround. The Hungarian team here having played the quarterfinals this morning, having finished just over an hour ago, whereas the Russian team played their quarterfinal last night, so we'll see if fatigue becomes any factor at all. But a lovely stone by Maria in there, manages to get the button, takes 2 in the first end. Great draw coming different side than they had all end. It's a great draw there. So, that's what you want to be able to do when you have hammer. You always want to try and take your multiple score. It's the case in all curling, but even more prominent in mixed doubles. Being able to take a big score is just so much more likely. Especially when you really don't have blank ends in this. There has been 1 in the whole tournament so far this weekend, but that is not a good thing, as the hammer changes sides. If there's a blank end, you don't retain it, like in regular curling. So here, Russia with the first stone in the game, looking to just either freeze on the yellow. Happy with freezing that back stone or even being top of the 4. It's what you're really aiming for. That one just coming a bit deep there. Gives Hungary the opportunity to sit 2 in the forefoot, in the front and the back. So, Hungary with their draw, trying to take advantage of the Russian mistake here, being a bit heavy on that first draw. Close to the guard, coming a little bit deep, will give Russia the chance to freeze both of those yellows. Next though, it's really imperative to keep your stones at the top of the tee. Anything at the back is either just used to catch stones at the back or freeze on them. Don't allow things to be removed. That being behind the tee line gives Russia an opportunity here. In mixed doubles, the mistake can kind of be more prominent than normal curling. With 5 stones in the end, it does mean there's less time to make up for a mistake. So when your opposition does make one, you have to really take advantage of it straight away. So, a nice draw, but slightly wide, taps the yellow back. Hungary will now come around the other side and hopefully try and tap this blue back a little bit. Oops. So, sweeping this stone the whole way. Lovely stone. Let's tap that blue back and stick 2 yellows for now. So, here, Russia coming to run back the guard here into the yellow. Just a little bit tight, but enough weight that it does still roll away, which is good. Just removes the guard. Hungary still sitting 2. In our other semi-final, in the first end, Russia took 5 with a hammer against Scotland. So as you see, big scores are quite a common thing in mixed doubles for sure. So, we'd like to see Hungary here just trying to replace the guard. This is becoming in a house. So they just come in front of that. But putting another one in the house is possibly just giving Russia an opportunity to more easily remove the yellows. So, we'll see how this turns out. Some huge weight being played at this. Manages to remove 2 yellows and 1 just hanging on. Both blues remain. An excellent shot there. Opens up the whole thing. From what was looking like a good end for Hungary, Russia come and stifle that for sure. Great shot by Daniel. Not only to remove them, but also sticking around with the blues is excellent result. So, Hungary, and I really hope they won't set up a double with these 2 stones they play. Coming, trying to sit on that back blue. Needing to sweep it there for sure. But they did as they said, as they didn't want. They left to double on these yellows. From what looked like could be a big end. Russia with their last stone here may well just sit 3. So, Russia's last stone in the second end. Trying to make the double on the yellows and sit 3 before Hungary's last. Really super nice, but it looks good for sure. Excellent stone. So, as I said before, this team's been great at forcing teams to take their ones. That's what's happened here. It's good to put your opposition under some pressure early on. Make them play their last stone when facing 3. So, Ely with the last stone in the end. Just has to bite the forefoot. Has backing as well, so should be a pretty safe stone. Just making sure it's there. But nice draw. Gets Hungary their 1 there. So that was a great shot to remove 3. A great shot to remove 2 and move 1 right to the edge of the house by Russia. Completely killed that end, forced Hungary to take their 1. And Russia now have hammer again, looking to take multiple score here. So, we'll see when Hungary have hammer, if they do manage to convert multiple score and ends. In their game they just played 1-6-3. It was mainly they just stole 1s over and over. It was a very tight game, but they did make it through that. They're hoping to get this one a bit more convincingly here. So, first stone just comes and taps it back and leaves room on the top of the tee to now freeze this yellow for Russia. Stone really curling, trying to sweep it so it doesn't catch the guard. Just squeezes past it. Just over curls, but test fit the yellow, good result there. Well swept to keep it from crashing on the guard. But now just trying to get control of the top of the forefoot. Don't want your stones to be the ones behind the tee line here. Hungary just trying to draw. Happy to freeze on that blue that's on the button. Coming in and we'll get tap the blue. So Hungary currently sitting 2 in this end. Russia just wanting to come and tap those yellows back now. So if they can come to the inside of the stone and tap it back and sit behind the center guard, it's a great situation for them. To curl to catch the inside of the stone. Has space to get behind the guard. Excellent stone there. Not able to see out half of it, but it is hard to remove this stone for sure. Not much separation between it and the yellow. So, you're really thinking about this stone. In the end, they opt to take the double at 2 blues at the back of the rings. I think they're just worried about Russia setting up a big end. Don't want to lose a big score here. So insane, just a bit of damage control. Lose some blues. But change their mind again and decide to freeze the blue stone. They're going back and forth as they go down the ice on what they wanted to do, but finally decide on the freeze here. Stone coming in, definitely enough weight to tap back this blue. Puts it in to those other blues. Definitely a pocket there to freeze into now. debating the hit and roll or just a freeze on the yellows. So many stones at the back of the tee, it's eventually going to get hard to remove things. So they're still thinking about it. They're checking who is third stone. And we'll see what they manage here. No one wanting to play too aggressive yet. Still really curling on them. They curl onto the blues in the back. It is shot for now, but it's behind the tee line. Great opportunity for Hungary to freeze on it now. And that stone would not really be going anywhere. Although if they manage to freeze, there might be a double from the stone on the left wide in the 4 foot. There might be a double in that and the frozen stone. Obviously if the stone does go there, but definitely a very close end here. So, it's just coming a bit heavy, so didn't get the curl they wanted. I believe Russia's still sitting 1. Talking about whether they just hit them and roll, or just draw it. I think they'll decide on the hit and roll possibly. Hit and roll and sit 2 before Hungary's last stone. In our other semi-final, Scotland only managed to take a 1 with a hammer in the second end, so Russia are now 5-1 up. So, wanting to just tap them and roll over, but really threw this one out wide a bit. But if they catch the white one, they might fail to get enough roll. It's still an acceptable beat option. They're sitting 1 of what is third shot. Hungary can come down the other line with their last one and get a freeze there. And then it would be looking most likely a steal of 1 if they manage this perfect freeze. But Illy here has the pin to draw to and nothing else really. This has to be spot on. If she taps back the shot blue, Russia probably have a play onto it. Which they do. So, Russia looking how they can get multiple score here. Running back that blue into those 3 yellows. I remove them enough to get a couple for sure. Hungary currently are sitting 2. So Russia with a important shot here. Stone currently running wide. They need it to curl. Well, it ends up being a steal of 2. That's so many stones round to the back. One bounced around and came back up into the forefoot. It almost could have been 3, but it coming up also then hit one out. That was certainly an interesting shot, just unfortunately a bit wide and didn't catch what they wanted. So, steal of 2 is Hungary will be extremely happy with that. That end just not as open as the last ones. Not making the last shot. Russia gonna pay for it, unfortunately. So Hungary now 3-2 up. Russia's last 2 stones are a bit wide. Trying to get the tap and roll to lie 2. It's a bit wide. And then the last one too. But it's new end. Still only 1 point in it. So trying to get control of this forefoot. Saw in the last few stones of that end how those ones behind the tee come and play. It's not where you want to have your stones. So running a bit wide again. Let's tuck them back. And that blue does not stick around there. It's too much weight, taps it through the back. We're not allowed to hit until the 4th stone at the end, so everything gets replaced as that stone was moved out. So, players just trying to agree where the stones were, place them back and then continue. That stone was very close, only just creeping out the back. So after that mistake from Russia, Hungary get the chance to get the second one in the forefoot. Just a little short. Curls so much at the end that it comes behind the guard, isn't even guarding their shot as well. Russia can't, on the other hand, Trying to get that stone frozen. So, stone's curling a lot at the end after the hog line. Thinking why, but certainly curled at the end, but just a little bit more weight. Attempts throwing one back. Pocket now for Hungary to draw into. If they manage, certainly see Russia start moving everything around. Hungary trying to get the stone frozen on two. Alright, a curl it with sweeping. Needs it for weight as well. I said top of the forefoot, but still leaves that pocket open on the other side. In an end like this, there really isn't much room for error. Fraction heavy or fraction light, and can leave your opposition a shot they wouldn't otherwise have. So, now Russia with their attempt to get in this pocket now. They need it to curl, swooping it, but it's wide a line. Well, attempts yellow back. Russia currently sitting 2. Just didn't curl enough at the end. Hungary now trying to tap their own yellow into where those 2 blues are. It's a tough shot, you can't tap it too far. It's a really nice shot to get it in between the blues there. But now, Russia trying to move everything around. Remove that shot yellows. Just trying to run this yellow back and lift the one that's in the middle of those 2 blues. Doesn't split them quite enough. Russia still sitting one, but Hungary are now second, third and fourth shot. Hungary with their last stone. They'll want to try and remove this. Force Russia to their 1, sitting against 4. So, Hungary's last stone in the sand. Looking just to remove this blue. Curls just enough at the end. Only taps it back to second shot. So what should have been Russia being forced to their 1 is now giving them a shot for a 2 here. Really needed to just focus on removing that Russian stone there, but they didn't curl as much as they needed. This stone running wide. Awful mistake there from Russia. Runs wide again. Doesn't curl, catches it thin, and oops. Shot for a 2 turns into a steal of 4. Just an awful result for Russia there. So Hungary go 7-2 up after 4 ends. I'll be really happy with how it's going. So, Russia utilizing their power play here, trying to get a big end back. Trying to get back into this game here. So a few stones, past few ends that have just not curled as much as people needed it. Hung a bit wide. Here, I'd like to see Hungary try and tap the guard into the house here. Being 5 stones up, they just want to remove the cover for Russia. It is curling more than they want. But that blue looks as though it is going to sit around. So, leaves up the center guard, but removes the blue from the rings. They sit in, so might not being a very nice result for Hungary. Russia now just coming behind that corner guard. Needing to get a multiple score here. Just draws a bit more than they wanted. Oh. Now with that Russian draw just coming behind the tee, Hungary try and freeze on top of it. Just a bit wide, taps the roll. Currently on 2. So this, just coming onto those ones behind the corner guard. Want to curl a little bit more, just rolls off it. So, Hungary up in the game now, looking just to remove Russian stones, not allowing them to get up again to get back in the game. Trying to remove both the blues. Ends up removing all of their own stones and leaving all the Russian stones. So, very poor result there for Hungary. Russia now have their opportunity to get their third stone in. Russia really being given a lifeline there. Sweeping this one. Need to get it in the rings, really. And it's not. So, it looks as though they didn't manage to get that one in the rings, but at least it is guarding their two blue stones that are in for now. It's possible the Russia might split it later, but Hungary just gonna remove this. Soon this all the way, but it is just squeezed past the guard. Just runs that blue back, jams on its own one. So now, those two blues are now behind that yellow guard. It's a couple shots in a row there. Just not worked out. Russia being given a chance here for sure. Oh, this one. Frantically sweeping this one. Yeah, for weight and line here. Just comes to the other guard there. Struggling to make it to the house there again. So Hungary with their last stone. Letting the draw one behind this guard. Hopefully trying to get fully buried behind it and shot stone, force rush to their one. Need to be behind this guard. Can't leave themselves out in the open, or Russia will have a chance for a 3. The team's just not reading the ice too well this game. Quite a few stones are wrecking on the guard, or just hanging it wide. Waiting for this one to curl. The weight was perfect, but you can see almost all of it from the hack. Russia just with a simple takeout for 3 here. So last stone, the 5th end. Having used their power play, Russia with a chance 3. Looking great. So, it's 3 for Russia there to go 7-5 up. So, that's exactly what they wanted to get out of the power play there. So it's the power play, just moving it all to the sides makes that multiple score that bit easier. So Hungary now using their power play in return. Hoping for the same result as Russia just got, getting a big score. So, we're showing their first one, trying to come to that, still at the T line. Just friction wide. So Hungary just hit, tap this back. That's it 2. For the 10th. It's looking fairly heavy. Not able to tap this through the rings. It's going to be put back. Russia managed to sweep their stone through the house, so everything gets replaced. So Russia Get chance number 2 coming around this corner guard. Hungary with a mistake of getting a stone through for the 4th stone game. Should now have a chance of getting the 2nd one in there. I'm wanting it to curl more than it did, but they do sit 2. Now Hungary trying to lift the double on these 2 blues, having not curled as much as they wanted. Not behind the guard. Does lift both the yellows, a bit both the blues even, and both the yellows sit right behind the corner guard. Great result there. So that's a great result for Hungary. And Russia really chasing this one. Can't afford to not be behind this guard again, like the last couple. You also see Hungary just removed that. Just indicating the stone's wide, but certainly curling this time. Just catches the yellow and rolls out into the open. Not what they could afford to happen. So, send Hungary now. Just remove this Russian stone as it came out into the open. Just on the nose. Hungary probably wanting to roll a bit to the right there. Right now they've left the opportunity for Russia to take a triple. If Russia manage it, certainly kills Hungary's opportunity for a big end, even though they've used their pair of play. If he doesn't remove all 3, he'd be happy hitting and rolling, just sitting in those yellows. Setting shot. Trying to curl it with a sweet thing. Catches it but doesn't get the roll he needed. So Hungary likely try and just tap this blue back. this one. You really don't want to be wide. Wide and jam on your own yellows. You need to be pretty close to the guard to get it straight back. Hits one in the roll, but does just roll out with it, so that is a pretty good result there. So, Russia's last stone in this end. Just trying to hit that shot stone and roll behind the guard. Really sweeping this. Really sweeping it. Over curls. Misses the shot stone. Gives Hungary with the last stone opportunity to draw and return that 3. So, Hungary's draw for 3 here. Can be anywhere in the house. It is certainly heavy, but it has something to come to. Doesn't matter. And a 3 for Hungary to go up 10-5 after 6 ends. Five stones up with 2 ends to go. Certainly a good position for them to be in. Russia need to put together a big end here. Try and hopefully get a 3. And then looking to steal. But Hungary being in this position will just be removing the Russian stones if it gets too busy. So, with neither team having their power plays remaining, we'll just be 2 regular ends here. Neither team having that power play left with the higher chance. Big end, but both teams used it. Managed to convert 3 on both of them. Team certainly used it very well. So the first shot, a good weight for the freeze, just a little bit wide, half checks it. Russia comes, follows this. So the second last end, Hungary's end plan really is just force Russia if they can, even at 2s, and a bad result here. Don't let them build up a big end. And Russia really need to play aggressive aggressive here. Hungary trying to that one, the top of the forefoot, taps it back. Russia drawing into the pocket here. It's falling to the back of the forefoot. Sweeping this for line. It's going to be right up to the guard. Get it past. Catches the top one rather than coming back. So, look, for Hungary to start removing Russian stones, not letting them build up this end. So, to be here, trying to remove some Russian stones. Certainly remove a couple here. This is hanging pretty wide. Let's just remove the one. Russia will have this pocket again to draw into. Stone just running pretty wide. Looking to hit it pretty much on the nose to take two blues away. Russia currently sitting 2 now. Just trying to get this onto the button. Make it so Hungary can't remove it. Just gonna get a little tap and a roll. Really nice result. So Hungary trying double in the back, 2 blues. Where that last Russian stone sat made it a little bit trickier. No longer get to the inside of it. Over another sheet in 6th end. Scotland steals a 1 to go 7-4 down to Russia after 6 ends right now. Oh, that stone there running wide. As I said, that's where the Russian stone ended up. You can no longer get to the inside and you cannot afford to be wide. Jammed there in Russia, sitting 2. I think I want to play here. remove the Hungarian stones here. Sweeping it can't afford to hit that guard right now. Really can't afford to. Just feathers it and goes past them. So, Hungary have their last stone in the end. Russia currently sitting to. They have the hammer here. An awful time for them to catch the guard there. Sure, quite well deciding on. If I were them, I'd be happy just removing one blue. Gives them the button. Draw for 2. And then you could go 3 up with hammer in the last stand. Playing this down weight. Just taps the blue. I don't know why they didn't just remove that back blue. If they removed the back one, most Russia could have got was a 2 with the button draw, but this stone. Now we see what Russia do here with their last one in this end. Maybe Hungary are convinced it's only one Russian stone for now. That's why they went for this shot. But see, this stone, is it gonna make it past the guard? No, they catch the guard again. So, 1 Russian stone, for sure. Let's see how many it was. So, need to wait and see if it was 1 or 2. Neither is a good situation for Russia. Need to steal a 3 or a 4 depending on what it was. We're just waiting on the team spinning up so we know for sure how many it was. I should just hang wide on that first one. Good weight, but not the line to get behind the center guard. Russia really can't afford any mistakes here to get this steal. Heavy there on the tap and roll. Slow. Russia. Putting. They're still back. So, it was just the one that Russia got there. That does explain Hungary's shot choice there in the end. But Russia now need to steal 4 for the extra end. So really cannot afford any mistakes. Hungary will just try and remove 2 of Russia's stones during the end, and then they secure their place in the final. Oh, I take that first one. This next Russian stone needs to be perfectly frozen. But you can imagine, even if it is, Hungary will then just take off the center guard. Eventually they will have an opportunity to remove a Russian stone. Signaling that the stone's wide. Russia can't afford that right now. If it hangs out wide, Hungary will just try and remove this. It is curling. But is it curling too late for them? It rolls off into the open. So, if not good, makes this stone, they are through to the final. Russia won't have enough stones to force an extra end. They'll have to concede. So, if Italy can sweep it past the guard, they will secure their win. So, having made that shot, Hungary wins 10-6 and advances to the final in an hour and 15 minutes. They will face the winner of the Russia 2 against Scotland game. We don't know who will win this game yet. Russia are currently leading, but we will be back for the final at 2 o'clock. So thank you and goodbye.